an understatement. So, I mean, he just outright lied. Sort of spew that garbage he was giving me the last time, because that's how he ended up in custody. You were trying to tell me what?
Nothing. That's what I
No. Let me tell you what you said, because I remember it very clearly.
Self-incriminate myself. I don't know what you want me to tell
You
you.
don't want to self-incriminate yourself? If he doesn't get in, I'm issuing a warrant, or he might as well just come over to jail and turn himself in, quite frankly.
Today we're back in Judge Simpson's courtroom, and it's already clear this hearing's about to test every ounce of his patience. The defendant sitting across from him can't seem to figure out how to simply just tell the truth. Every time he opens his mouth, the story shifts, a little here, a little there, and you can practically see the frustration boiling on the judge's face as this case drags on. It's like watching someone try to talk their way out of a hole while still digging. The tension in the room is thick. Every answer he gives just pushes the limits of how far the judge is willing to let this go. You can feel the shift, that moment where the judge's tone tightens, the questions get sharper, and you know something's about to break. Meanwhile, the defendant keeps acting like honesty is optional, dodging and deflecting like he's in some kind of courtroom game show, but the judge, he's done playing. The energy in here is turning fast, from mildly irritated to I've absolutely had it. The only question now is, how long before Judge Simpson drops the hammer and ends this nonsense? Let's go ahead and dive in.
Address bond, Your Honor.
Well, what are we going to be doing on the case first?
I got your green sheet. I forgot to give it to you.
All right. You're asking for an adjournment of the probable cause.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll give you a date and moment depending on the outcome of your bond motion. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I've provided the court with a letter from Second Baptist Church, Reverend George Waddles. The pastor is present here in court today along with
I do see you.
my client's
Hello,
family
Pastor.
members.
Go ahead.
If released, he would live at apartment 1 in Ypsilanti. By profession, he's a chef. He's been a resident of Michigan approximately 20 years. Like I said, he attends Second Baptist Church. He also volunteers at Hope House. And, Your Honor, he's a caregiver for family members, so he has a lot of things going on. He volunteers in his community. I understand from the last hearing that he was not candid with the court as to his consumption of alcohol. But, and I'm
Not candid would be an understatement. I mean, he just outright lied.
well, I wasn't there.
That makes it no less a lie.
I'm asking if you want to hear from him. A humble apology.
I will certainly hear from him, but not if he's gonna sort of spew that garbage he was giving me the last time, because that's how he ended up in custody.
I apologize, Your Honor. I panicked. I apologize. Yes, I did consume.
Pardon?
Yes, I did consume alcohol, of course. But yeah, I panicked when I was talking to the guy. I apologize for our last encounter.
You consumed alcohol and when I tried to get you to just tell me that, you just lied to me. Right?
Yes, I tried to go back and you told me.
Pardon?
I tried to go back on it, but it's too late. I had already said it. So, yeah. I apologize, Your Honor.
So on the date that you drank, what happened?
What was the trigger? What made you drink?
Working on somebody's funeral arrangements and drink a couple beers, drink a few beers.
Okay, so did you have any O'Doul's?
At first, but
At first. Okay. How many O'Doul's did you have?
6.
6. And then you had how many?
Labatt's about 4.
4.
Sure.
Okay. Now you know that's different than what you told me.
I was trying to tell you, but you told Mr. Allen
You were trying to tell me what?
nothing. That's what I
No. Let me tell you what you said, because I remember it very clearly. You told me that you had 6 O'Doul's. I told you to get to the levels that you were if you were just drinking O'Doul's, because you were insistent on that. you would have had to have a little over a case of O'Doul's. Remember that?
Yes.
Then, at that point, you realize, well, he looks stupid, but he's not. And then you started telling me that you had 2 beers.
This man actually has a whole life outside of court. He's not some career criminal with no direction. He's active in his church, works as a professional chef, and even spends time helping people as a caregiver. On paper, that's a man trying to do the right thing. But then you see him sitting here again in cuffs, staring at the same judge he lied to not long ago. All because he couldn't stay away from the bottle. It's a brutal contrast. A man who gives to others but can't seem to take care of himself. The irony practically writes itself. Last time he stood here, he looked that judge straight in the eye and lied through his teeth. And that's when his bond got yanked. Judges don't forget that kind of thing. It's personal. So when he finally admits to drinking this time, you can literally feel the courtroom relax, like everyone's thinking, finally, some honesty. It's painful because this entire situation could have been avoided if he just told the truth from the start. The justice system isn't perfect, but it rewards accountability more than people realize. Lying doesn't make you smart, it makes you predictable. And when you're standing in front of a judge who's seen every trick in the book, that act won't last long. He's lucky this is about alcohol and not something that landed someone in a hospital. The law can be harsh, but it's not heartless, especially when someone shows they're actually trying to change. But in this case, his actions are speaking a lot louder than his excuses.
Remember that? What?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I knew, given the level that's on here, that wasn't true. Now, the other things that you told me was that you were in treatment. Remember that?
Treatment. He's trying to go to treatment.
Well, okay. Yes.
I'm just trying to.
I don't understand the question.
You said it.
He said at the last.
Did you or did you not tell me that you were in treatment or had started treatment?
We're looking for a place to go to treatment. That's where we're starting, trying to go. Yes. My insurance is different.
Let me ask you this. When you made the statement about treatment, were you trying to get this court to believe that you were in treatment? You're saying no?
Yeah, I just think that he would have a better opportunity to get the treatment and help that he needs out of custody.
He first has to admit that he has a problem.
Self-incriminate myself. I don't know what you want me to tell
You
you.
don't want to self-incriminate yourself?
Already done.
So see, okay. And I know you know this, but I'm just going to remind you. That's what happens when you lie.
And I apologize.
I know a whole lot more than it appears that I know. And the moment you told the people at Community Corrections about O'Doul's, I knew you were lying. That was my first start. Now, if you can tell me that you can put down about a case and 2 or 1 beer, about 25 beers, and not go to the bathroom, because that's the only way that was going to happen with O'Doul's. Yeah, so that's was kind of the stupidity of the lie. And then it just got worse for me. And then as it got worse, then you ended up going to jail.
I get it. Oh, yeah.
So how are you going to get in? You have insurance to cover treatment?
We're working on that. We just changed insurance, so it's not clear about.
His family's here, Your Honor.
They're
Oh, I
working it
know
out.
they're here, but you told me, Mr. Brown, at the bench that he's got insurance that will cover his insurance. And I'm just asking, will his insurance cover treatment?
We're working on that now to get a definite, yes, it will cover some sort of treatment, yeah.
Anything from the people?
Your Honor, people do believe that Mr. Johnson is in dire need of treatment. We do have some concerns after the statement today. He may still not understand the extent that he needs treatment. Your Honor, and I did have a chance to look at the letter that Mr. Brown provided from Mr. Johnson's pastor. It is a lovely letter and talks about the lovely things that Mr. Johnson has done. And the people aren't arguing that Mr. Johnson is a bad person at no point. We allege that, we're alleging that he committed a crime, and it would appear that perhaps the root of that could have been an alcohol addiction, Your Honor, and we think about treatment, that situation could reoccur, and it's not clear that Mr. Johnson understands that or the need for treatment, so we do have some concern there.
Anything else, Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Johnson, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna first of all adjourn his probable cause conference to August 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. With reference to his bond, I will set his bond at a $25,000 personal recognizance bond. On your release, you are to report to the Department of Community Corrections for placement on a SCRAM tether, because you were on a sober before we, correct. You're going to go on a SCRAM tether, so I'm going to monitor you 24/7 for any alcohol consumption. I'm also going to order that within the next 10 days, defendant is to be enrolled in treatment. He is to notify the court that and the prosecutor's office that he is in treatment.
How many days?
He's got 10 days to do it. If he doesn't get in, I'm issuing a warrant, or he might as well just come over to jail and turn himself in, quite frankly, because I'm going to issue a warrant and I'm going to have him picked up. You understand all of that, sir?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, just, we'll do that. Okay. Thank you, sir.
At the end of the day, how hard is it just to be straight with the judge and admit what you did? Instead, this guy's still playing games, talking in circles, hiding behind the whole "I don't want to incriminate myself" line like it's a legal shield. The truth is, that kind of act just makes things worse. His silence isn't protecting him, it's what's putting him deeper in the hole. If he'd just come clean from the start, he might have walked out with a warning, instead of a SCRAM tether strapped to his leg. You can see Judge Simpson's frustration plain as day. That look says, "I've seen this 1,000 times and I'm not buying it again." The judge finally lays it down: mandatory alcohol treatment, a tether, and a clear warning that this is the last chance before jail time becomes the next stop. And honestly, that's fair. Sometimes the system isn't about punishment, it's about forcing people to face themselves before they spiral beyond saving. It's tough love in its rawest form. Maybe this is the wake-up call he needed to actually change. But what do you think? Was the judge too harsh, or did he do exactly what needed to be done? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.